Hey there. Welcome to the edge of Western civilization yet again. So, today is Thursday, July, I'm going to guess it's the 17th. And we're here again on Venice Beach, California. It's a beautiful day. There's a little breeze. So, what do I want to talk about? Seems like there's some big changes going on in the world today. I wrote a piece on my Facebook page today about colossal errors in judgment that we make, that we've all made. And what was inspired by that was, for several months now, I've been watching the story, the unfolding saga of this person who has got themselves into some serious trouble in Morocco. And I've never met this person or anything like that, but you know, it's like watching a slow motion train wreck from a distance. And all you can do is just bear witness, and say, "Well, I wouldn't have done that. I would have, you know." But it's their story, you know, their choices. And that one of the things that I've learned recently is that, you know, it's become patently clear to me is that, you know, people spend lifetimes creating the circumstances for the lessons that they're learning in this lifetime. And judgment is density. When we pass judgment on one another, we create density, and it impacts both us and other people. You know, those that we all the lives that our life touches are affected by our being judgmental. And while we're, you know, certainly entitled to our opinions about the choices that people make, unless we choose to see through the eyes of the divine, which we have permission to do as infinite immortal children of the light, we cannot know why, you know, somebody is doing whatever the heck they're doing. When we see through the eyes of you know, infinite compassion, then everything is revealed, you know. And you know, I recognize that it's very challenging for someone who's like a parent, let's say, to witness their children falling down and quote unquote making a mess of things, making a mess of their lives and whatnot. It's very challenging for a person to witness that and not want to, you know, rush in and save the day. And I think we're all guilty of that, wanting to, you know, wave our magic wand when we can. Maybe that's why our magic wands don't work usually. Because the universe is like, until you take some spiritual responsibility for the evolution of the planet, you don't really get to use your magic wand, you know. So anyway, that was the impetus for that post, and just, you know, feeling a tremendous amount of compassion and thinking about, you know, the gift that somebody gives us when they go through, when we witness them, we get to witness them going through their trials, as we get to not actually have to do the bleeding, And the gift is that we can, you know, pass judgment, we can have our opinions and all that kind of stuff, or we can recognize that they're an infinite immortal being at work, and be reminded of our own immortality and what our mission is, and, you know, help where real help, you know, can be given. But often I've seen it where, you know, we think we're helping somebody and we're really just trying to help ourselves, you know? And we're really just, sometimes when we think we like to think of ourselves as giving, we're actually taking. And like I learned a long time ago, there was a situation. I was walking down a path at a rainbow gathering, and I came upon this woman who appeared to be a hag. You know, she was embodying the hag archetype. You know, babbling and being, you know, acting like a boogeyman or something, and accosting everybody that went down that path. And I was in such a open state of mind and reference. I came upon her, I walked up to her, and I just looked into her eyes, and I asked the universe, you know, what is the lesson here? You know, here's this old woman standing on the side of the path, just babbling and making no sense and just being blah 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 blah, you know. And hold on. What ended up happening is, in that instant, I saw my own life. I saw how my whole life I've been kind of attached to needing to see myself as good, because when I was it was there was a question. You know, it was always brought into question: Are you good? Are you good? Are you good? Are you good enough? Are you, you know? And so I saw in that instant the gift that this person gave me was that glimpse. And if I hadn't encountered that woman at that moment, who was embodying the hag, then, you know, who knows where, when I would have eventually had that moment of acceleration, you know. And all I could do at that moment was I just looked her in the eyes, and I just said thank you, you know. And it startled her right out of her act. And I walked on, and you know, for a good 20 paces, she totally stopped babbling, and then she started up again with the next person that came down the trail, you know. But, you know, that was one of the best gifts I've ever received, was to be given the opportunity to surrender one's attachment to being good. Because what I saw in that instant was that in my attachment to seeing myself as good required put other people in the situation of needing to play other archetypes, like being the bad guy or whatever, you know. And the whole process was, you know, counterproductive for everybody. So the whole process was creating density for everyone, you know. And one of the things in you know, I've been talking a lot about through the past couple of months about like, you know, studying what I can to practice lucid dreaming and astral projection and all that. And one of the things that I've learned about that is how important it is to relinquish density and dispel density, and that is to not, you know, create density in our lives. And when I was at the gathering, I realized I had a revelation about how density is used by some people whose mission it is to you know, play certain roles for the society. you know, they've taken on the mission of being getting a little toasted here. Looking at the, let me see if I can turn this a little bit. Yeah, it's not as good for you, but it's good for me, baby. Let me tell you. I would have burned my nose again. I came back from the gathering and all the skin came off the top of my nose. Not good. So one of the things I learned at the gathering was that it occurred to me, partially through teaching, you know, sharing that astral projection, lucid dreaming workshop at the gathering, that density can be used like for buoyancy, like ballast, in the same way that a diver will put on weights in order to stay connected, to stay even in the underwater. Otherwise, they pop up to the surface. Or if they put too much weight on, they'll go down. You know, they won't be able to come back up. And so, in the same way, density by certain spiritual adepts, you know, like the classic is the you know, somebody who's a psychic. You know, we all have seen the archetype of the psychic who's overweight and smokes cigarettes. You know, and yet if you go to them, they'll say things. It's obvious that they're connected to these more etheric realms. You know, and in a way, I mean, literally, they take on weight to ground them into the material world. And they take on, you know, I mean, smoking tobacco is basically slow motion suicide. You know? So that's another way of keeping them literally grounded in the physical. When they, you know, most of us, you know, like 99.9999% of us, you know, literally live in the higher realms, if not all of us. I mean, that's where everyone comes from. 100% of all the people on the planet come from less dense realms, you know. Even though some people directly, you know, they come from more dense realms that they've, you know, spent some time in. They may, you know, come into this world from a denser place, but ultimately they come from, everybody comes from really etheric realms where there's almost no density. So anyway, that was a major revelation, but pointing out once again the whole idea of relinquishing, suspending judgment. You know, any excuse to suspend judgment of people. And you know, I have been a person that I know I've spent a fair amount of my life being, you know, judgmental. You know, thinking that I know better than other people and all that. And you know, and there's loads of reasons for that. But the bottom line is that's what I chose. That's the launch trajectory that I chose as a soul. And now that I recognize what, you know, what that's all about, I really, what?
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
No, man, I'm on live streaming. Yeah.
I'm still old school.
It's all right. It's okay. So now that I know the difference, you know, and I really recognize that my goal, my immediate goal over the next, you know, few months in the coming future is to be astral projecting in a conscious way. You know, that's what every night and every morning, that's what I'm working on before I go to sleep and as I wake up. And I feel like, you know, we've all done it, whether we were conscious of it or not. But But now it more than ever it seems that it's vitally important that as many of us as possible can affect the collective human unconscious by obtaining direct access to the ultimate reality through astral projection and out-of-body experiences, consciously and willingly, lucidly, cultivating lucidity. And so one of the things that I've been learning about this is how important it is to practice in our daily walk, basically loosening up our energy field. And the way that you loosen up your energy field, the more fluid your energy field is, the easier it is for you to go out of your body consciously. And there are ways that we can cultivate that fluidity, and one is relinquishing density in every way, shape, and form. And there are these certain exercises that you can do, like radiating universal life force energy out all of your pores and chakras, absorbing it, universal life force energy in through all of your pores and chakras, all 88,000 of them, and then feeling a wave of energy starting at your crown, going down your body all the way evenly, all the way to your feet, and then out your toes, and then bringing that energy back all the way up to your crown again, and then just keep doing that up and down, and up. And I find that what works for me is if I do that 3 times, if I do that third one, the going up and down thing, at least 3 times, consciously, it really clears up whatever energy blocks that may be going on. And if you can keep doing that, you can it's actually a method for going out of your body consciously. From what I've been studying, I'm still working on it. But doing that, several times a day, doing it when I'm waking up, doing it when I'm going to bed, doing it in the middle of the day. Yesterday I was doing it while I was running, and that was really interesting. That felt really good. I want to do some more of that. But anyway, we got 59% on the battery. Got a nice, beautiful canvas over here. Maybe I should put some paint on it. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay. I got it. One thing that really trips me out is for some reason, there are a couple times this has happened when I go on air, when I go live here. Somehow it generates a message that goes to my Facebook. I think it's through Twitter, saying I just started a live stream. Okay, and other times it'll do that same thing, except it'll be in Portuguese. I'm like, well, how did why Portuguese of all things? Why not Cyrillic or Turkish or whatever? But why Portuguese? I don't know. I'm just saying. You got to love the universe's sense of humor, otherwise you're stuck, because that's the only humor you're ever going to get. You know? love that color blue. It's working. I think I did just toast my nose. Feels like it. Kind of using the water as glue. This is a really cool thing to do on concrete. You know, take a piece of raw canvas and you put it on the ground, on the concrete, and then you saturate the canvas with water, and it the water and the concrete sucks the water, and it just like adheres the fabric to the concrete, and then when you paint it and then peel it up, you end up with like the canvas acts as like a silk screen for the paint. Pretty impressive. Yep. It's time to buy some more glue. That's the thing about relinquishing judgment. It's very challenging. But then, you know, that's the mission, that's the calling, that's what we got to do. And we will be given, if you decide that that's what you want to do, that's the healthy thing to do, then you will be challenged. And you're going to be presented with things that are really going to test your resolve to relinquish judgment on people. And that's just to test your mettle, test your resolve. That's the calling. Because the universe is like, how badly do you want to have to project? How badly do you want to remember who you really are? You know, it's one thing to remember who you are when it's easy, you know, and life is easy. It's another thing to remember that you're immortal when you know, everything looks dense and dark and challenging. You know? Hello.
How much is this? This one, how much?
It's 35 with the frame and 15 without. And then you see there's a smaller one right here.
Is it photo or your painted?
It's a painting that I took a photograph of.
And where are real paintings?
You see these real paintings right here?
Oh?
These are original.
Only people you can
You see these are all originals? Those are all original?
Is original or not?
The ones that are in frames are all prints.
Oh. Have you got small originals?
What's that?
Small originals. Oh. Hey, how long did it take you to make one of those big turtles? Oh, a long time. Big.
Yeah. Rich blues deep. I don't think blue can be too deep. But I'm going to keep trying. Yeah. What do we got? Got 41. It's kind of blue. What's that? Okay. Who does? The woman in the wheelchair?
Yeah. I just met her many times. She volunteered the information I used. She just passed by. She's going through a clinical trial study, so she's fighting. I told her she's a fighter. She'll take more than or 1-2 punches. Yeah, I'm like 2 hands sensitive sometimes. I get mad at myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that I'm streaming, right?
Oh, I forgot.
No. It's so. I had to tell you. No problem. What the heck is in the way? Oh, I see. Just a minor catastrophe, that's all. Yeah, something like that.
Bye. Hey, what? A couple of turkeys there. Yeah, dead. Bye. Let's make them go. Got poison. Hey, you know, buddy. So let's go here. Yeah. Let's get him in the school. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and the shark is going to be. Shark? Yeah, one shark already dead. Great. Yeah. So it's. Oh.
14%.
Today,
That's messed up. Why? Why you acting like that?
You know what these stars mean? What they stand for?
Sure. But the ones you're wearing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm ready to.
Soon.
Maybe.
Hi, how are you? Hey. Thank you. Good. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
All right.
That's really, really pretty, that one.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, how much? Like your hair.
What do we got? 8%. Gonna be cut off pretty quick. But you get the general idea where we're going with this baby. Mhm. Mm-hmm. So, so I will, of course, post this on my Facebook page when it's done today. Hi there. Me too. Thank you.
I bought your CD or your DVD.
Oh, the sacred geometry paintings. Right on. That work for you?
Yeah.
Excellent. You know that was a limited edition of 500, right? It sold out.
Oh, really?
Really?
Wow.
Yep. Now it's only available on demand. Right. Also, you know that there's a $50 fine for smoking on the boardwalk or the beach, and when you go to pay it, it ends up being like over $200
Where can we talk that?
off the boardwalk
Oh.
for those people sitting just on the corner there. Yeah. Just so you know. You're welcome. Okay. Oh, it looks like it's sparkling. It doesn't look like it's sparkling. What do we got? 10%. Excellent. Okay, quick story. This was, I may have told this before, but it just occurs to me what this painting is. I told this story earlier. Okay, we got 4%. I'm going to try to tell it as fast as I can. Okay, so the Aboriginals in Australia told me the story. Once upon a time, there was a white fig tree, the fruit of which was so sought after that everybody ended up fighting over it. And when the Great Spirit saw that people were fighting over the tree, he took the tree and threw it up into the night sky, and it became the Milky Way. And because they showed greed, he sent Berrigan, which is the Southern Cross, and his two companions, Alpha Centauri and Beta Centauri, to help civilize the people. And he came and he gave them the 3 laws. 3 laws are: don't kill, don't steal, and don't be greedy. And yeah, so I told that story about an hour before I painted this painting, and I just realized that this is the white fig tree. So anyway, let me try to give you a quick close look before you disappear. Oh yeah! I don't know if you can see all the stars in there, but anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. And this was episode 38, so we're coming up on 40. Yes. Okay. So once again, we love you.